We put these hot mics in because this gives the individuals who actually do these wrongs against customers and anybody else, this gives them the opportunity to explain themselves. Pretty much, we just get a bunch of emojis and curse words and stuff like that. Nothing professional whatsoever at all. Give them to explain themselves. So, as I told you before, we have a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who goes by the name of crows1176. We're suing him with small claims court with the BBC. Jamie does not have a grasp on reality. He never did. Ever since I've known, he's never had a grasp on reality. Court systems take a bit. I sued, right now, I'm in the process of suing an apartment complex, not apartment, sorry, building management for getting me sick on mold. You know how long it took for that lawsuit to go through? It took quite a while. So lawsuits don't happen overnight. It's a process that goes through. All that paperwork, all those lawsuits, you just don't get pulled up right away, right from the door because you filed. It takes a while. You'll get notices letting you know. Now, we filed through the BBC because Jamie went in and touched copyrights that didn't belong to him at all, period. He did receive a message. There is an email that was sent out to me and definitely to him that he did receive, telling him that he would have to go to this particular section on the website because now they're no longer sending emails directly to you. You have to go to something like gov.com, whatever, something in there, and you have to put your docket number in. And once you put your docket number in, it'll pull your case up and it'll tell you how long ago your case is going and where it's at and so forth and so forth. So that's how you go through. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to work a docket. So anyway, they don't basically, these cases don't happen overnight. This is a process. So you have to wait in line among with all the other lawsuits that's going on, and when your turn comes up and your case gets appointed to a judge, then that's when the process begins. Now, if the case didn't go through, I would have received a notice telling me that they could not complete my case and that the case was denied. I would have received that. I didn't receive anything like that. I was told that my filing was successful and everything went through. So now you have to wait for the court date to come up. Now, again, this is the individual. As I said before, we advise people online and offline, do not do business with this individual. He is very unhinged. He does have mental issues. He does have problems. We can go back and show where this guy had slandered his entire website with pornography because he was upset in a live stream. And again, the products alone, we all know they're fake, they're phonies, they don't work at all. They only work in his little environment only. Take that stuff anyplace else, it doesn't function. We've seen that. Short throw venue projector, they had to turn out lights to accommodate the screen. That's a big no. The person with the 3500 lumen projector, 4K screen completely washed out. Well, it worked perfectly fine on his 4K projector in his environment, but it didn't work well in his. So this is the nonsense I'm talking about. And then there's the stalking issue. The guy has really weird stalking issues. He sent us 11 messages in 7 minutes. Do you know how sad that is? 11 messages, and so the time I'm sitting here getting up to get ready to go do another install or check out something today, he's over here sending me 11 messages in 7 minutes. And we know it's you, Jamie. We always know it's you. You've sent us so much email that we know that you have a pattern that pops up that we automatically know it comes from you. This guy has a habit of using multiple fake phone numbers. He has a habit of using multiple fake YouTube accounts, fake Instagram accounts, fake TikTok accounts. You're supposed to be a businessman at the end of the day, just like the people we're doing business with right now. We know where the email came from, by the way. Clearly, you sent a 3-page email. That is extremely sad. Even on his behalf, he said that is an extremely sad individual who has nothing better to do. He's a businessman. I'm a businessman. We're both busy. We got things to do. So in the time when I get up in the morning, And I'm getting ready to do, if I'm able to do a video, and then leave out the door to go on site to do demonstration. Jamie's contacting us, mad and upset, angry and cursing and carrying on. That's pretty sad. That is extremely sad. This is why we don't consider you to be a professional. I got this blocked out because we have orders that just popped up on the account. We don't want you to see information, which we shouldn't. We never would show you information that's unprofessional. And Jamie has a habit of mimicking people's accounts and trying to pose as them. Dude, you are a 5-year-old child. This is what little kids do at the end of the day. Your products are obsolete. I told you. You're mad and upset. Your Cinemax is obsolete. It's a gray paint. Any gray paint is obsolete. You have products out here today that can do the same thing your product can do. It's called house paint. They do the exact same thing. Unless you have some form of test showing that your product does anything different, then you have house paint. Just like Danny tried to come up there and say that his products were all custom made and nothing was over the counter. That's a lie. You're not a chemist at the end of the day. You don't have the facility, you don't have the licenses to basically house whatever chemicals and materials to make these products. No, your product is basing, what I can see from here and the way it reacted is just basically either dry concrete sealer with some poly and some black powder. That's all it is. Nothing new, nothing different. It's definitely got black powder. Because I saw that when the little specks popped up on the screen, that's definitely black powder. The stuff you guys are doing, people have done that 10, 12 years ago. They've done all that stuff already. So that's how I know when I look at this stuff, like I've seen this already before. I have more experience, I know already. This is our marketplace right here. And on our marketplace, as you see, looks very professional. And you will see at the bottom, we have a list right here. Our customers up front, we tell what projector we don't support, we educate our customers. And then below we have the black versus black demonstrations. These are demonstrations done on our products versus black paint. There's just tons of these demonstrations. We have a black paint, black fabric, we've done film, we've done plastic, we've done sheets and different fabrics and micro mesh, you name it, we've done it. We can show that our product doesn't match house paint. The problem is they can't do this because their product does match house paint. Danny, on the other hand, you don't know what his stuff will turn into because his stuff chameleons on you. I don't know what it is. No, it's not even a chameleon because a chameleon can change back and forth. I don't know what that stuff is because, again, what I saw in the demonstration, the guy painted the screen, it came a completely different color. So you don't even know how to test that because you don't even know what color it's going to change into. But these are tests, gentlemen, you have to have on your site. They have to be posted directly to your site. You don't have these. So don't get mad at me because you see me on site or switching from room to room to room with a $178 ultra short throw, and you guys are sitting in the dark with these expensive machines talking about how quality. You have no quality at the end of the day. It's house paint. House paint has the same reaction. Like I said, anybody will go through your website. Partay's website is a little bit more put together, better than Jamie's. Much better put together than Jamie's. But Partay's website is riddled with lies. Because again, you can't get two gains out of a paint. You guys say stuff and then you just ignore it. When people bring it up, you just completely change topics or change gears and just ignore it. This whole range game, I brought that up multiple times. Guess what? It's never been addressed. Ever. The how much gray paint will match Jamie's products. Again, he did the Bear, he did the network gray, that was the end of it. He hasn't done anything else after that. How much paint matches his products? He won't do it. The slip silver, won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's like Superman trying to hug a teddy bear full of kryptonite. He won't touch it. Terrified of it. Why won't you do it? So you're mad because your products are not selling. You're mad because you won't get contract. No one's going to sign you to a contract. You can't even back your product to house paint. Who in their right mind is going to sit there and sign you to a 10-year or a 1-year or a 2-year contract if you can't show them the difference between your product and acrylic paint? You're going to have some problems there. So it's the same thing, like I said, y'all have no testing. Where are your test demonstrations? You don't have any. Danny has one on his test demonstration. It's supposed to be our product, whatever that mess is supposed to be. We don't even know what color this product actually is. But you have one, that's not a test demonstration. That's a complete fail. Test demonstrations, you have at least about 15, 16 of these bad boys. There's so many different projectors and well-lit environments and different size screens and stuff like that. You have to paint that stuff too. Oh, my goodness. You have no demo page, no test page, nothing. Do you have any idea how many test page and how many demos we have on our site alone? It's insane. I got to get them to come in here and do this. I have literally been so busy. I haven't even had time to do site updates. I haven't had time to add. We just started adding videos to the, where's it at right here? Here it is, happy customer page. I got to add more to that. There we go, happy customer page. I can't, this is why I said the video players are wonky. I gotta go in and contact them. I'll do it today. I gotta do it today. I gotta get it out of the way because I gotta be somewhere on Saturday. I have to go somewhere for a showing on Saturday. But as I said before, gentlemen, you're not all together. You're just not all together. You can't get mad at me. You can't get upset at me because your products don't work. Jamie, your products are physically house paint. They're house paint. It is what it is. You have house paint. You do not have a product at the end of the day. You have no testing. Danny, you launched your product. There's no testing in of it. How do you troubleshoot a screen coming up a different color? You can't troubleshoot it because you don't know anything about it because you never did test. Yeah. And then you get mad at me at the end of the day. What you mad at me for? It just shows at the end of the day you don't have a life at the end of the day. If you're sending me 11 messages in 7 minutes, you don't have a life. Now, for those who don't know, this is called the blacklist. This is the page we have on the Crystal Edge site. You can come in here, you can click on it, it's right there, you can't miss it. On this site, we have these people who have been exposed for scamming people at the end of the day. These are videos, again, they get extremely hostile, extremely upset, and they don't want people to see these videos. They thought these videos were gone for good. No, we dubbed your videos because we know that you have scam customers. We know that these videos will go missing off your account and you will try to hide them. And this is what the blacklist is. If you go to our Crystal Edge page, I'll put a link below of our Crystal Edge, a link. You hit in there, you see home, and you'll see the blacklist right here for information. And then you'll see fake projectors. I want to change that to fake projectors and screen paints. I definitely want to change that to that. But you'll be able to see down here fake projectors. Not only that, but fake projectors that we did reviews on that failed miserably. And these are name brand high-end projectors right here. Over here, not name brand, sorry, unnamed brand expensive projectors right here. And then we have this fellow right here by Jamie, who basically has cheated his customers in just about every way you can possibly think of. Oh, it's a mess. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but as you can see it right there, is it going to rain today? It's going to rain today. These are products he made, which is basic house paint. This is right here, his cinematics. This is what he's mad about because his cinematics match house paint. He can get mad about it, he can get upset about it. His product matched a house paint. You can't go out and try to sell a product at the end of the day that matches house paint. Who's going to buy it? I think he's really in some serious denial. He really thinks that that product he has sitting on the wall is legit. And it's not, Jamie. Your product is fake. It's house paint. What am I playing in the background? Let me see something, man. Copyright free music there somewhere. What's been doing there? Let me see for a minute. Copyright free music. I'll take this. Or is that a new one? It's a new one. Hold on. It's a new one. Copyright free. Sure. Ooh, I'll take this. Oh, Oh, that's beautiful. I'll take that there. All right, let's get back to this real quick. So, you know, I'm taking Friday off. I am. I still got orders I gotta get out the door, and thank you for those who are being patient with orders. I gotta get a tracking number for somebody in a few minutes. But, yeah, so let's get back to this, because I got some orders I gotta take care of. I'm not gonna be on site today. I'll be on site Saturday. Right here, this is the fellow I told you about by crows1176. Let me get this up a little bit more here. And this right here is a product that matches house paint. You can't get mad at me. I understand you want to be yelling. I don't understand. I understand how you contact me screaming and yelling. I'm not looking at any of the messages. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to go in and delete them. You spent 7 minutes sending 11 messages for me just to go in and click the block button and block it right from there. Why would I even read through that? It's a waste of time. Anything that comes from you is a waste of time. Anything you do is a waste of time. I know from the door. Oh, I'm sorry, anything you do involving screen paints. I can't say other stuff because I don't know them on that level. But I do know that anything involving projection screens, I'm not reading that crap at the end of the day. For what? You wrote all that for nothing because no one's reading that crap. We do these messages more like for other people to see, but also more likely for him to see so he can get understanding. We don't go to his page anymore because that's just a waste of time just to go to a website that has no information at all whatsoever and it's strictly designed to scam his customers. There's just no point. Oh, I gotta get that order out the door for the customer. Get him taken care of. That's 24 ounces going over to Australia. No, it's Australia? I think it is Australia. So we'll play some of this for you. I gotta go take care of some business behind me. I have to get ready. I have some orders I have to ship out and take care of, and there's some people I have to contact let them know the orders are on their way. Now there he is bearing the receipts. Is that something is it from Sherman Williams? Yeah, Sherman Williams. Yeah, it's eating them up. It's really eating them up. Seeing us change sceneries and do this and do that. It bothers them quite a bit. But then again, why is it bothering you? That's the weird part about it. Why are you so obsessed with us getting contracts and doing this and doing that? What's the problem with that? It's jealousy. It just comes down to jealousy. Man, you got to worry about what's going on in your backyard first. You got to go in there and you have to get your product to work. I mean, actually physically work. Because right now, your entire business is nothing more than a stack of cards. That's it. Your foundation doesn't even exist. Your website is a joke. I mean, literally, your website is a joke. There's nothing on his website that makes any sense whatsoever. On Danny's site, his site's a little bit more put together, but there's a lot of lies on his site. Is gymnasium installed? Not true. That's not his. Specification on his sheets, there's no specifications. There's no testing on the product. You can't build a specification sheet without testing. How in the world are you guys designing specification sheets and you have no testing? He says his products are tested. We can't find one. Literally spent 3 hours looking for anything that showed any form of testing, nothing. And if you guys are going to sit there and say, well, you know, it's not wasted time, because I can't say something out of my mouth unless I can basically back it up 100%. And if I sit there and say that your product is not tested, then I'm going to go through your website one item at a time, and I'm going to look up all your stuff and see if your stuff is tested. If nothing comes up, guess what? I can say that. These guys don't do that. They just say things off the top of their head. No way to back anything up. Just say it. So this is what anyone who purchased the Cinemax, this is what you got. You got a house paint. And this is a video that Jamie can't stand the most because, again, this is a video he tried to hide. I have no idea why he tried to hide it. It was sitting up there for 4 months. You know that, right? This video was floating around for 4 months. until we got our hands on it and we basically broke it down, because I have no idea how anybody saw this video and thought those were two different products. I hate to say this, man, but I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying within his followers, you can tell the level. That's a level of stupidity. That literally tells you the level of stupidity in his followers. I hate to say this, but it's true. Come on, man. This video was floating around for 4 months. And because we break it down and show you, look, this is two different screens. Sorry, straight the same screen. They both match. Now he takes the video down? Are you kidding me? No one called this nonsense from the door. It took for us to come in and break this down and go, look, it's the same thing. And this is floating for 4 months, and we seen what was going on in the comment section. You guys were in there giving praise to it. So how do you guys feel because you sat there and gave praise to a product that he turned around and removed the video because even he knew himself it was matching? Gee whiz. That's why we call you guys sheep. That's why y'all got the nickname. Y'all are sheep. Look at this. Just blends right on in. Whoop. That's the part right there that kills me. 4 months this was floating around. And none of y'all saw this at all. We didn't know about it because we didn't even know it even existed. I didn't think he ever did the demonstration until he contacted me on the phone, called me up, and asked me about getting permission for the 2.0. Again, you don't have to call me up for that crap. Stop being creepy. Just buy the paint. That's all you have to do. But yeah, that's when I got him on the phone. I asked him a couple of questions. He still didn't do the digital one. We asked him to do the demonstrations on the free mixtures that we put out for digital one crystal screen paint. Never did those. The reason why he did this one, because his customers pressured him. That's why he did it. Other than that, if his customers didn't pressure him, he would have never did it. That's why, from this video alone, Jamie will never, ever do a gray screen paint live on camera. Ever. And I should tell you right there to stay away from his products. The only people he can get with this mess at the end of the day is people who have never seen these videos and people who don't know. Those are the only people he can catch in that freaking cobweb of lies. That's it. Is this posted directly to his website? No, he made this video to back his products up, and now he can't stand this video. This video is his worst freaking nightmare. Your customers can literally nail you for fraud charges. They can literally get a petition together and file a class action lawsuit against you for fraud. Because if you told them anything on the phone, if you told them this product works and it does da, and you have no way to test and back this up, because they're going to ask you for tests. Anyone that take you for court is going to ask you, do you have any previous tests on the product proving these theories wrong? You don't have any. You can literally get sued for this. This is fraud. This is another lesson to those of you who want to get into the field of making screen paints. You better make sure your stuff is tested. Because if not, you're going to end up like this joker at the end of the day. And that's what Danny's going through right now. Danny's stuff is not tested. None of his stuff is tested. I sat there and watched Silent Wake 5 paint that screen down, and it changed to a different complete color. Did they bring that up at any time? Nope. He brought it up one time. He said it's not the color he thought it was going to be. Did he speak about it anymore? Nope. They just act like it never even happened. I saw it happen. Dozens and dozens of people that I basically dropped this in forum sites, and hundreds of people saw it happen, but to them it never happened. Just like this right here, this never happened. As far as Jamie's concerned, this never happened. But it did. You have house paint. There's nothing special about the Cinemax. The hues, the colors, all that stuff. And every time I watch, I see a demonstration or it pops up of him talking about his screen paint having all these amazing capabilities. It's funny. It's a joke because it doesn't have it. It's house paint. I would love for him to bring this video back out. I want to see this video again. We have it on here. Let me see. I started ditching one crystal screen pan. I forgot we had that on there. Pornography. Now I'm showing this because, see if we can track it down on my account. Oops, wrong choice of numbers. So basically, all you would have to do is type in crow1176 posts his pornography on his website. This guy got so triggered, and we wanted to expose him for something he wasn't supposed to be doing. And he got so triggered that he posted pornography directly to his website. Who does this dumb stuff at the end of the day? Look, that's like going into Best Buy's website, and Best Buy gets upset, and he just they post pornography all over the site to upset you. You're not hurting me at the end of the day. You're hurting yourself when you do this stuff. This guy went in and posted pornography. We got tons of stuff on this guy. Websites, curse on his website, and just carries on constantly all the time. There's something really, really wrong with this guy. Now you see those pictures, Jamie? These are pictures that you basically sent to us through emails, through our Wix account, and these are the same pictures that pop up on your website. Like I said, you got some problems. That's our demonstrations in the other room. Pretty cool. But yes. Let's go over here and let's do I want to see if we ever did that slip silver. Did you ever do a slip silver? I guarantee you probably never did the test. Let me look this up for a minute. Amazon slip silver microblend. Microblend. Amazon slip silver microblend. Microblend. We're still waiting for this demonstration. This demonstration will never be done. As I told you before, he's terrified of the slip silver. I can literally make a screen paint out of slip silver and market it as your product for like $2. Literally. And you wouldn't even, I guarantee you that you wouldn't do a side-by-side demonstration live on it. I guarantee you. Oh, that is a bad idea. We can literally upgrade the slip silver. We can actually make it much better than what it is. But we just give out the ingredients for free. You just do it that way. Yeah, because he can't put it against his body. He's terrified of his paint. He is literally terrified of this paint. So I put up at the top, this is the Pro Amazon Slip Silver Microblend. Put it up at the top. Guess what? He doesn't come up. I told you, he will not do this demonstration for Jack. He is terrified of it. We've asked him multiple times. As a matter of fact, I think I asked him like 12 or 13 times to do this side by side, and he refuses to do it. The reason why we asked him was because I told you, and to prove my theory, because I don't like to lie on camera, but to prove my theory, when I sat there and said, after the Network Grade 773, he's not doing any other demonstrations. He's not going to go through that nightmare again. So that's why we bought it the microblend, to prove that theory. We asked him multiple times to do it, and he refused to go near it. Because again, as I told you before, he's not going to do it. I can literally make a better version of this. Matter of fact, I'm going to put in ingredients. I got in ingredients already in my head. I'm going to put a better version of this at the bottom of this comment section. In the comment section, I'm going to put a better version of this. And just to prove my theory is being right, we're going to put down there asking him to put that mix that we're going to make against this product. And I guarantee he doesn't do it. And the fact that he doesn't do it, it's all the more to go out and buy that instead. Or make our mix instead. So this is the hidden bit. This is the video that was missing. We couldn't find this one at all, period. It wasn't missing off his account. That's us asking him again. So refuses to do the demonstration, and it's nowhere to be found. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a free mix. Pretty easy to do. Pretty much a half and half for free. And if he wants, he can put it against his product. It's going to match. And he knows it's going to match. Any grade paint's going to match. Any grade paint literally is going to match. Any. I got to pick up grade paint because I have to do a demonstration. We're going to do the difference between why you don't use grade paint. You don't waste the time painting your screens with grade paint. It's just pointless. So we're going to be doing some demonstrations like that on site. And he's more than welcome to take the product and put it against his own product. I guarantee he won't do it. Matter of fact, it's a good title for a video. Crow can't do this demonstration, and he won't do the demonstration. And if he won't do the demonstration, that tells you all the more, just go out and buy this. It does the exact same thing. Let me see. Slips over Amazon. Amazon microblend. We use any grade paint to basically match that stuff. Any. Doesn't really make a difference. They got something at Home Depot at $23 a gallon. That's like nothing, man. I can get that. That'll match his product. You won't do that either. Oh, this is when it was $18 a quart. Amazon silver microblend. Got it at what? $48 a gallon. That's what it's $48 a gallon versus $60 a quart. That is the same color as this product right there. Exact same color. There's one over here called something Signature. What's this right here? Yeah, that'll match this product right there easily. That's $37 a quart. 1 gallon. This would match also too. The exact same color as the screen. That's why I said the dangers of the tones. The tones are dangerous, man. I'm glad I don't make gray screen paint anymore. I don't have to deal with this nonsense. These are the tones. The tones are dangerous. Any one of these could do the same thing his product can do. Any one of these. Now, again, let's get back to unprofessional. Yeah, Jamie, we consider you unprofessional. Curse, carry on, freaking put pornography on your website, all kinds of stuff, man. You got products that are basically house paint. Any one of these products right here can easily do the same thing your product can do. Literally. I can go to Home Depot right now and get some gray paint. I'm going to do it on Saturday. Home Depot, gray screen, I can't say screen paint, gray paint. They don't come with a gray screen. We need gray paint. Gray paint. It's the same as gray paint. There we go. See this? Any one of these. Literally any one of these will match his product. Anyone. Got you guys. The sheep, well, he got the sheep under control anyway. The sheep are brainwashed. But all he's doing is hitting it with a 4K projector and a dark environment. That's it. Any one of these will do the same thing. What is this, $21? I can't be $21 for 5 gallons. No, I can't. Let me see. See right here? This is Dover Gray. It'll do the same thing. It's this product will do. Right there, Dover Gray. Look at this. We got a whole bunch of them over here. Every last one of these. So no, Jamie, you have no testing on your products. You have products on your website you have right now that are basically just house paint. I guarantee you haven't made anything new. Nothing new at all. The same stuff you have on your website is the same stuff that match in videos. So that doesn't make you professional. That makes you a scammer and a fraud at the end of the day, because you have no way to back this up. And anybody, any company were to take you to court and sue you at the end of the day and say, hey, look, his product, he promised to be such and so, and we were able to match it with house paint, you got a lawsuit coming your way. You have a lawsuit for fraud. And the judge is going to ask you, do you have any tests backing that this is not so? You don't have any tests. We do. We have lots of tests. We can back ours up on every level whatsoever. So if anyone were to take us to court and say our product is nothing but black paint, you will get your clock clean in court, because our product doesn't match black paint. As a matter of fact, we'll turn around and slap you with a counter lawsuit, and you end up getting sued for a couple $1 million. So that's why no one would ever take us to court on that, because they know our products are backed. Not one person will sit there and take me to court and say, oh, his products are not supposed to say. You know how many test demonstrations I have on my products alone? You would get crushed in court. And they already know that. But you, on the other hand, oh, you're an easy lawsuit. And very, very easy lawsuit. Any one of these products will match you. Any one of these. We got Glidden, all of these will match your stuff. Because we got over here for $13. Let's go in here for $13. $13. Let's go to Home Depot. I'm gonna go pop over to Home Depot. See what we got going on here. Remind you, this is a man who walked out of a Home Depot with bare silver screen and matched his own screen with bare silver screen. So that should tell you right there that any one of these will match his product. He did it himself. Literally did it himself right in this video right here. He walked out of a Home Depot with a container of paint in his hand and ended up matching his own screen. Which means if he can do it, guess what? You can do it too. You go right over to Home Depot, go to Benjamin Moore. It doesn't really make a difference. Any great paint's going to match your screen. And if he sits there and says that's not true, then how about you go on YouTube, do a live stream, buy a couple cans of gray paint, and prove us all wrong. See? Walked out of a Home Depot with gray paint. Now the reason why Jamie does this is because Jamie has mindless sheep. Mindless sheep, you can get them to do anything you want to do. If you want them to walk off the side of a cliff, they will do it. They will even drink bleach. They are mindless. And there are people who watch this demonstration, know they have a house paint sitting on their wall, but has purchased it anyway. That's why you can't come into any forum sites. You can't let yourself be known that you have this product, because everybody knows you got scammed. How bold can you be to walk out of a Home Depot? That's pretty bold. Walk out of a Home Depot and knowing your product has never been tested. So he really doesn't even know the outcome of what's going to happen. He just has it in the back of his mind, delusion of grandeur, that basically that it's not going to match. Like if somebody sat there and said, before we had that sun killer technology, said, how do you know if your screen, if I say, hey, my screen can take a direct hit from sunlight. We have technology that can take it, and I'm not sure on that 100%. Or if someone asks me, can it take a direct hit from sunlight? I can't sit there and say, hey, well, it may or may not. I can't say that on camera. Yes or no. We tested our products through sunlight. We know exactly. That's why we know what time of the day the screen activates. Because we had to do those tests. Which means I had to stick a camera outside and start off at around 8 o'clock, plug this thing up, and sit there and watch this screen. So I know what time of the day the screen activates and what time it doesn't activate. That's called testing. painted this down to the surface. He had no idea. He thought in the back of his mind that it was, oh man, look how dark the environment is. Literally, seriously, the environment is always freaking dark. I live on the dark side of the moon sometimes, I swear. But anyway, look at this. So it matched. So if this matched, anything will match at a Home Depot. In fact, he had to get that close to the screen to show you there was a difference. Another red flag. Anyone I showed this video to, the first thing they said was, why is he so freaking close to the screen? And anyone can see that the screens are both the same. There's no difference. So if he sits there and tells you out of his mouth and says, oh, he's a liar, my product does not match house paint. Yeah, I beg to differ on that one. It's right there showing that it's matching. That's why he got rid of all the Frankenstein videos. And the video basically we said doing a review, showing the customer the screen between the Cinemax and Hybrid. That's why that video went missing. Because in that video he made a statement that he couldn't back up. He sat there and said he never said his product was ambient light rejection. Guess what? 5 of the Frankenstein videos 5 months back, all of them were labeled ambient light rejection, screen paint. He even went in and changed the title. Gee whiz, after, hearing myself say this and showing you this basically shows me how much his customers are sheep. Not saying all of them. No, we're not labeling all of them. Some of them do have their own way, their own mind to think independently on their own. But the rest of them that support this, you are sheep. Look at this. And I got a bridge to sell you. Actually, see this Tums right here? I will sell this Tums to you for $2,000. If you squeeze it hard enough, it turns to gold. That's literally how stupid this is, really. You really, yeah, my goodness. Wouldn't trust you. If I knew my spouse bought this stuff, there is no way in the world I would trust him with any more decisions ever in life. Ever. I mean, never. I wouldn't trust him with the credit card, a debit card, a diner's card, nothing. You don't make decisions on jack. Because anyone can fool you and sell you anything. See, the problem with Jamie is, Jamie, when he sells a product, if it has a slight little hiccup, a slight little hiccup, right? He considers that to be a massive change. That is the earth spinning and falling off its axles. It's definitely a giant change. That's what he considers it. No, buddy, you have to show a change between night and day. That's what you literally have to show. Because it's kind of like the couch scenario. I'm bringing it up all the time. People usually are buying a couch. You can have 2 couches. One can be $500, one can be $2,000. If one looks a little bit of a pinch of a difference and you really can't tell unless you get up on top of it, they're really not going to care about that. They're going to spend $500, okay? That's a lot of money. They're going to $1,500 going to save because you really can't tell the difference between the two. And who's going to really notice a couch if when you're sitting down on top of, sitting on it anyway, So that's going to pass. That's passable right there. But if you can see a massive difference between one or the other, oh yeah, I can definitely see that's definitely 2 different couches. I'm just going to spend the money for the $2,000. That's what they'll do, literally. That's the behavior of human beings. We all do it. Even myself, we all do it. If there's a slight little difference where they're really not going to notice it and it's much cheaper, more affordable, I'm going with that one right there. But if I can see a huge difference, like anyone can see it, it's obvious, I'm going to spend $2,000. On the other hand, this is worse because one of these at one point was like $90, and the other one right here is like almost around $23 a gallon. Look at this. There we go. Look at that. You know there's a sample sheet right there, right in there. There's a sample sheet. You can't see it because it blended into the screen. Oh yeah, that's a huge, massive change right there. I can definitely see two different screens. Yeah, right. Literally, you should not be driving, Jamie. I'm not trying to be rude, but you literally should not be driving. If you can't tell the difference between two different screens, you think these are two different screens, you literally should not be behind the wheel of a car. Look at that. Where is the screen at? They're both blended into each other. How you pass the eye chart for an eye exam, I have no idea. Now, for those of you that are going to be hunting for this video, good luck in finding it. You know, you got a better chance of finding Rose Waldo. Now, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego before you find this video? Because this video is gone. He got rid of this. He took this completely off his account. This is not professional, Jamie. This is scamming. I bet you that church right now that you painted that screen in for, did you show them these demonstrations? Did they see any of these demonstrations before they purchased your product? Because, you know, there's demonstrations that we have of us basically challenging our product against black paint, black fabric. We send those to everybody. They're posted directly on our website. Now, am I going to his website? No. Why would I go there? It's a waste of time to go there. It's the same nonsense. We all know it's there. You can go look for yourself. It's there. We don't need to go over there. It's just a waste of time. Every time I go over there, I find something even more jacked up than what we were looking for when we first came over there. I don't want to be bothered with that website. That website is just downright freaking confusing, strange, and it gives me headaches. And just nothing makes sense on that website. He doesn't know the color of his own products. Everything over there is gunmetal. If it's not gunmetal, who knows what it is. As a matter of fact, what is the gain on your product? You have nothing there mentioned to gain on your product. You say it's a 2.0. It's a 2.0, but it sits in the dark all day long. That doesn't make any sense. Look at this. That's the microphone. Any of this stuff, any house paint will match his product. And mind you, the product that he painted, the bare silver screen, was a lighter tone than his product, and it still matched. Look at that. That is absolutely extremely bad. We got a storm coming in. Let me see that for a minute. I'm probably going to stay put today. I had to order. I got process orders anyway today. So we're going to stay put today. We'll do some demonstrations inside. I want to get my that gamer screen too on top of that. I got to contact my business contacts too. Look at that mess. That's an absolute hot mess. So the bare silver screen being cheaper, costing less, but he did the exact same thing. Benefits of a gray screen versus a white screen. This made no sense whatsoever. Turns the lights on. Oh, there's another video that went missing you can't find. This is gone too. Took this off his account. This is his product matching the white screen. What was the point, Jamie? I gotta ask. We got a hot mic here, so you can pop anytime you want to. What is the point of you having the lights on and then turning them off? Because I literally thought he was going to do the demonstration with the lights on, but he didn't. He turns them off. What was the point of having them on? That's just so backwards and so stupid at the end of the day. Look at this. Why would you have them on and then basically turn them off? And he does a whole demonstration in the dark. Because the screen paint washes out. That's why. My phone's gonna be going off quite a bit today, people. You posted that demonstration about having a screen in the office. They like that one. Because now you have to be in an office with a screen that's white washing out. You have to turn the lights out. Now you got to read charts and documents, that are sitting on the desk while they're having this freaking conference, and they can't do that if you have to turn the lights out. You can only read the documents when the lights come on. They like the fact that they can have the lights on and have that black technology up there. That's where we're getting all these little messages popping up. Yeah, I don't know what the whole purpose of turning out the lights. I mean, if you're going to tell us an ambient projection or a gray screen or whatever, I guess he's afraid his screen is going to wash out. Yeah, I turn around and show you. I got three projectors firing up on my wall right now in a fully lit environment. Jamie, reality check. Do you see this right here? That's 3 projectors firing off on my wall. It's my multimedia wall that I had in the house, right? And I'm looking at you turning out lights in your environment for 1 projector. And I got 3 running at the same time. That shows your product's a joke. It's nothing but a joke. These guys get on camera and they try to squeeze by as much crap as they possibly can, and then they talk a whole lot of nonsense, and it's fake. Your stuff is so fake. My goodness, man. Like I said, I wouldn't dare give you $60 of my money. For what? I've given you what, almost close to about $1,600 worth of orders, and you gave every single penny back to me. Every penny. Your product doesn't work at all, period, and you know it. That's why we have cancellations on both of y'all. Did the exact same thing. It's matched the white screen. He has a slight little hiccup. Excuse me. He has a slight little hiccup on a white screen, and it's a small hiccup. It's nothing big. Nothing big at all, period. Small little hiccup. Ain't much of a difference. Lights out, you couldn't tell one from the other. And that's what he went through here. This is the benefit of a gray projection screen. So this video went missing. This is one of the other videos that went missing. We can't find anymore. Let's see. These are the other guy, the other idiot. The Frankenstein. That's a huge scam. We don't even know what color the Frankenstein is. Is it light gray or is it dark? We don't know what color that stuff is. And this is one of the videos that, when the main videos that went missing of him painting the screen down, he lost a PayPal dispute on this video because he claimed that his product came out dark, and in the video, it's from the Frankenstein, clearly showed that the product was there for 5 years, and that the product was actually the product was actually like gray. So we don't know what color Frankenstein is. He says it's gunmetal. We don't know what it is. Look at the color of the screen. It's not gunmetal. So where does he come off calling it gunmetal? Another video that's also missing. Yes, deleted video. Definitely deleted video. This is what I want. I find this is my best one. I'll tell you why, because if you look at the video I told you, the sheep, this is why we call y'all sheep. That video was floating around for 4 freaking months. 4 months it was floating around. And you mean to tell me in the time of 4 months, no one saw that those were matching? Matching? No one saw this? We were the only ones who saw this. Probably a couple other people probably saw it too. But among the sheep, you guys are the only ones that didn't see that these were 2 screens that were basically matching? Gee whiz Louise. And then it has the nerve to post at the bottom of the page when he did the video, crow1176, don't believe everything you hear. And then deletes the video. Oh, that's fantastic. That's definitely extra peachy. Now, keep in mind, consider the fact that I have the name Cinemax doesn't belong to you. You can understand that because he cries about that so much. Stop crying. Stop contact. Well, you can't stop crying because you're obsessed with me anyway, but stop crying so much. Your product is obsolete. I can literally rename all your products under Black Series and take your product from you and make them better. And again, you can never sell them for that price because they're not worth that kind of money at the end of the day. My product's worth way more than what we sell it for. I can walk into an establishment. I can set my screen up anywhere in that establishment and it will run with no problem whatsoever. I don't have to turn out lights or any of that dumb nonsense in the day unless we're asked. That's it. But I can have lights on. You can't do that. Every last demonstration you do is stuck in that little apartment with that projector, whatever you got in there, in a dark corner. That's where your screen sits at. You know how many different houses I have been in so far? How many different displays I've had inside and outside on so many different levels? This is why I dominate you when it comes to video demonstrations. I was here before you ever existed. I'll be here when you're long gone. You're not a professional at the end of the day. Your business is a joke. You go to your website, it clearly explains itself. Clearly, you do not know what you're talking about. You cannot back your products up. You are clearly selling products on your website that match house paint and have a nerve to talk about the Cinemax being the best product on the market. It is not the best product on the market. If I went to Cinemax, I can buy Sherwin-Williams or any grade paint that I want, slip silver, and it will do the exact same thing. We have to give Jamie these mental wake-up calls every once in a while because, there we go, you remove the video off his account. Because I literally think either you have multiple personality complex disorder, someone else is living in there, and maybe he doesn't know because we haven't talked to him yet, or basically you just have some kind of mental block that pops up, that you just live in this world of delusion that none of this ever happened. Because anybody else who got busted the way you did in a live stream would have never put that paint back on their website. They would have issued an apology to their customers. That would be the professional thing to do. They would have made a new product, which would have been the professional thing to do. And they would have done all tests from now on under different paints that they got caught and busted on to ensure that their customers that we're not matching any of this stuff because all our tests are done this way from now on to ensure our customers that our products do work. You didn't do any of that, period. So Jamie doesn't take the projector industry seriously. For him, it's a hobby. Like he said, it's a hobby, it's a joke. It's not a serious business for him. And you can look at that by looking at his website, looking at his products. He doesn't take it seriously. Danny, on the other hand, neither does he either. Danny goes in there, talks a whole bunch of philosophy, dumb nonsense, stuff that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, has no way to back his products up in any way whatsoever, no testing at all, nothing. And mind you, we've ordered his product way back and we still got all cancellations from him because he cannot back his stuff. Let's see if we can find a customer review on Danny's product while we're here. As a matter of fact, let's go to the website. Stolen, not his. None of this belongs to him at all, period. I have no idea why he named your product PSP, because that literally sounds like PlayStation Portable. There he does. Oh, I forgot about that. We got to download that game for the PC. I'm going to get that game. Okay, let me see right here real quick. What do you got here for tests? This right here? Nah, not going to happen. Sorry, you don't even have enough tests. This is not a black versus black test. Black versus black paint, black fabric, all that stuff, so no. And again, you could never beat this product to begin with because this product has a ton of testing sitting on top of it alone. This is the paint we use when we painted into the screen with black paint. So there's no way in the world you've got our product. Not gonna happen. That's probably just black paint in there, what you have. You can see the difference. Yeah, okay. And this is all you got? These are your tests? That's a joke. No one's gonna touch your stuff. Let's go with, I'm not going through this whole application sheet. This is pain in the neck. The funny thing about it in the application for Partay's products is the fact that Solid Wake 5 didn't do them the same way you did it. He did it completely different. He kind of cut a lot of corners. There was a lot of stuff he didn't do that Partay did in his. And even more disturbing, the product didn't come up the color. What happened to the color? It came up completely different, and even he admitted it. He said one thing that was truthful in the video. He said that it's not the same color. Well, with this stuff being so thin, drywall is going to be a problem. You have to sand everything down literally, because any imperfections is going to come through because the paint is very, very thin. It's not going to be able to mask anything. I'm not watching that video. That video was the longest. I don't know what. I did that 3 times. I'm not doing it ever again. That was a long video. I'm going to look at the PSP premiums. What we got here is premiums. This right here, these labels, all stolen. These are not his. They don't belong to him. I actually were able to Google back search, and these are not his labels. Now, this is a product he was supposed to launch in May the 26th. He's not going to launch that. And the reason why he's not going to launch it is because his product failed. This product right here, this is the product that Solid Wake 5 had in the video demonstration. That failed miserably. This product showed nothing but little black spots all over the screen, which means whatever he had in there didn't mix well, and that's what's going to happen to your projection screen, is these little black spots. Another problem we had that popped up on here is that when he painted the screen, it came up a complete different color. It says dark gray. That screen did not display dark gray. That screen came up gray, not dark gray, gray. And then it's this thing right here. This is another thing. He says on how you paint the screen. I don't see 2 demonstrations here. You're saying here, did he remove it? Nope, it's still there. He's talking about gain range. So his screen has the ability to pull up 2 different gains. And it varies slightly based upon application technique. What the heck does that even mean? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't get it. Best results, 2,000 lumens. Yeah, that's pretty low. House paint can do it at 1,000. We can do it at 1,000. So there's something wrong there. And is it ultra short throw compatible? Let's see. Here it is. Not recommended. This is a gray screen paint. It's not recommended for ultra short throw projectors. What the freak is going on with that? Nah, that's something really weird. Now, I can see if a black screen would have that issue, because angle gain sometimes does not work well with black screens. On us, we don't have a problem with ultra short throw. All that stuff is ultra short throw compatible. As you saw yesterday, I was running around through this building, basically throwing ultra short throws up left and right. We don't have a problem with ultra short throws. We can pick up anywhere with those bad boys. But a gray screen? Are you kidding me? Has a problem with ultra short throw? I told you that is the easiest demonstration you could possibly do. You're right up on top of the screen. There's no distance stroke. Nothing. And he has a problem with the gray screen with ultra short throw. Whew, man, that's not good. That's one red flag right there. And Danny can sit there and say, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Danny, how about we pull all this back to digital and crystal screen paint? Were you there? No. Were you there when I developed the D5K, D6K? No, you weren't there. What about the slew of 20 or 30 different forms of gray paints that I developed in the time of, were you? No, you weren't there, were you? You weren't there anywhere to be found at all, period. So how are you going to tell somebody like me, who's been around forever, developing screen paints, and you weren't even around? If I tell you at the end of the day, that's virtually impossible, that's virtually impossible. And I've not seen a video demonstration showing the difference between the two. How would you prove this? You would need a gain, what do you call it, a gain gun? You need a gain gun, a gain gun to prove this, to show that the screen is pulling a different gain than the other. Has anyone seen any of these demonstrations yet? No, I haven't seen anything else yet, period, nothing. And it's not ultra short throw compatible. I don't even know how this would even work. Here it says front and rear. Hold on, does it say? Yeah, front and rear. Has anybody seen any demonstrations on rear capabilities? Because I haven't seen any yet. Right there, it's got in the specifications. Front and rear capabilities. I haven't seen any rear demonstrations. Oh, we're going to have to dig that up. and it says dark gray, and that paint definitely didn't come up dark gray. Even Solidway 5 sat there and said it didn't come up dark gray. As a matter of fact, it looked exactly the same color as the screen when he first started to paint it. Like nothing changed at all. So we all know this right here is, oh, and it's supposed to be fast drying formula, right? But when Solidway 5 did the demonstration, he was talking way longer. He was on there a good maybe, I'd say 10-15 minutes of just running his mouth about God knows what. He had a fan on a screen size that was somewhere around probably 2x3. That's it. Now Danny's screen was about 4x7. It was a 100-inch screen. His dried in 9 minutes. But for some reason, Solidway 5, his screen didn't dry in 9 minutes. He said it was still wet when he came out after doing all that talking. You guys can't do demonstrations right for nothing. What are you doing? This picture's blurry, number one. Get a better camera, for goodness sakes. Definitely get a better. This right here means nothing at all. Your screen is nowhere near the light. It's sitting on the floor. Why are all your pictures of your screens sitting on the floor? You know why? It has less contact with any form of ambient light. That's why. This doesn't mean jack. I love it when people do demonstrations where they have lights way up in the ceiling. Your screen is supposed to be near the lights. My goodness. How hard is that to understand? You have to be near the freaking lights. Let me see. Dark gray. No, it ain't even dark gray. We all know that's not dark gray. Came up something completely different. Any of these ultra short throw compatible? This is supposed to be charcoal black. I doubt it. It may change into a different color. You don't even know because one just did on camera. This has 2 different gain ranges depending on how you paint the screen. Danny, question I got to ask you real quick. If you do pop into this room, you said there is a approximate range gain here. All right, question I need to ask. Where is the video demonstration showing the other gain range? Because you never explained in any of the videos. I watched them. I don't like to talk about things that and I don't like to lie and say things on camera that are not true. So I never heard you mention what gain the screen was that you were painting in. Was it a 0.8 or a 0.85? Which one was it? And if it was a 0.8, if that's what you're claiming, do you have proof that it's a 0.8? Also, too, I would like to know, you said a 0.85. So how do you get the 0.85? Can you paint that demonstration in and prove that you were able to paint a screen in using the same paint, same product, but a different technique that gave you that capability? Do you know how dumb that sounds at the end of the day? Yeah, that's completely stupid. It's like saying, hey, that's a white paint right there, but if you painted a different technique, it turns blue. That's not going to happen ever. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So please explain this. Oh my goodness, unbelievable! You guys, you write all kinds of crap on your specification sheets that are not true. This is what I mean by this is not professional. Both of you, this is not professional. Partey, I'm gonna add you on the caption too, because I'm talking about you too. You need to add in there too. What is this? You said approximate gain range. What is this? So I'm asking you the question. What screen did you physically paint in at the bottom? Was it a 0.8 or a 0.85? Which one? You never mentioned it. Also too, Solidway 5, he never mentioned it. What gain did you paint in? Was it a 0.8 or 0.85? Which one was it? And Solidway 5, since you did the review on his product, and I'm pretty sure this paint left over, how about you show us a demonstration? Boy, I'm going to put you on blast. You're not going to like what's coming at you. You're going to wish you never did that fake review. Can you show us the application needed to paint the surface to get a 0.85 gain? Can you show us that? Gentlemen, you're going to make me put you on blast. You're going to make me come in here with a video and put you literally on blast. You're about to get some weight put on you. What the freak does this mean right here? What does this mean? This right here is the collapse of everything that you just said right here. Can you back up this right here? If you did this demonstration, solid weight 5, and you said from the same paint, he's claiming you can get 2 gains from it. I need you to paint in the screen with a different technique to show a 0.85. You would need a gain gun to do this. So get the cracking, Jackson, because we need to know if this is real or not. Because you know where I'm going to post this at. I'm going to post this on Facebook today. This is actually going to go on Facebook today. This whole specification sheet, it's going on Facebook today. Well, mainly I need this part right here. I want to know, how is this possible? So explain. Come on, man. We got a hot mic. It's open. Come in and explain this. What is this? See right here, people. Want you to see this? I've already saw one video, and none of the videos are labeled like, okay, this video is painted in for a 0.85. Where is it? This is one that's supposed to be dark gray that came out looking gray. And this is supposed to be black. We don't know what color that's going to come out to be. Nobody knows. Look, Danny, you had solid weight 5 did the demonstration, right? He did the demonstration. What color did he come out with? He didn't come out with dark gray. He came out with something completely different. So can you explain why that even happened? The polymers basically didn't sync correctly to the bottom, and they didn't in sync with the Saturn of the opposites of the moon of the Optimus Prime. Oh, please get out of that dumb nonsense. It doesn't work at all. Period. Whatever you have in there, black powder, whatever you have, it's not mixing well, whatever you have in there. That's what happened. But I'm curious about this right here, this approximate gain. And this is not, let me see right here what it says right here. Designed for long or short throw. Not recommended for ultra short throw projectors, right there. So this is charcoal black. Oh well. So you won't be using that with an ultra short throw projector, and you got to figure out what gain it is. Hey, look! Don't get mad at me. You guys put this stuff in your captions. Don't write stuff in specification sheets that are not true. Let me see. My stuff's tested, so if I say my stuff can knock out certifieds, we got test on that. If I say my products can work at 1,000 lumens outside of 13 feet, I got test on that. You can go look through YouTube and you can watch my test demonstrations pop up. I got more than you guys got. And I forgot, you don't have any at all, period. So show me. I got my screens popping up in office buildings, soon classrooms, and freaking bars, and we're going to be in restaurants. Where's your stuff at? Oh, you don't have any. Oh, I thought so. Every environment I've watched your screen sticking, they're all sitting in the dark, controlled environments. Come on now. Get out of that nonsense. Fast driving formula. What do we got for this one? This one's supposed to be black, right? This is black. How come you didn't send them the black one to do? I was curious about that. You never sent the black one. This has a 2-gain system on it. How is that possible? Look at this, people. Look what it says in the specification sheet. Approximate gain range. 0.8 to 0.85 can vary slightly based upon application technique. What do you mean by that? What does that mean by application technique? So you're going to tell me you're going to take the exact same screen paint, right? And if you paint it a different way, it picks up a different gain. Come on, man. That is a lie. That's a lie. Come on, you know that's a lie. I'm not reading your comments. I know you're in there crying. I don't read your comments because you cry too much. That's a lie. Come on, anybody looking at this is a lie. You know that. Yeah. That's like saying, hey, if you buy this car, it's blue. But if you race over 60 miles an hour, it turns green. That's how dumb that sounds. That is virtually impossible. We don't. Where's the demonstration? You have supposed to have it's supposed to be here, a link here. It's not working. There's a link based upon application technique, but there's no link. There's no link activated here. Let's look at the installments. Let me see. Does he have 2 videos for the installment? Are they labeled? PSP application. Let's see if we can find anything here that says how you get the 0.85 gain. How do you get it? You got a cup system on here too. 90 to 100 inch screen, pour in a dinner plate size of approximately 1 cup. You didn't do that in your demonstration at all. You didn't do the cup system in here. You guys don't even follow your instructions correctly. But where's this gain at? Come on, I want to see this application. We got one application here, and that's it. Where's the other application for painting on the other gain? And it doesn't even say which gain this is. Which gain is this? Is this a 0.8 or a 0.85? Which one is this? See, that's what I'm talking about. You guys write junk in here, and you don't even know what to do at the end of the day. All this stuff is fake, Danny. Come on, man. It's fake. This is even fake. This is not even yours. Danny, don't get upset. I asked you a simple question between the gains. What's the application to get the 8.5? And which gain did you paint in when you applied the screen? You never mentioned on camera. Which gain is that you painted in? It's a simple question. Why are you ranting so much? You're ranting too much. It's a simple question. What gain is that you painted in? It's a simple question. You're going to write this mumbo jumbo nonsense on your website. At the end of the day, back it up. And this stuff basically is a black screen. Is a black screen supposed to be? Is it ultra short throw compatible? Let me see. It's supposed to be the black, right? Is this some ultra short throw compatible? Let me see. Not recommended for ultra short throw. Gee whiz, that sucks. All right, not recommended for ultra short throw projectors. How in the world are you going to call your product better than ours? You can't even run half your stuff on. None of your stuff runs on ultra short throw. You got one paint in here that's supposed to be ultra short throw compatible. Keep in mind, all our screen paints are ultra short throw compatible. The premium paints, the PSPs. Let me see. All right, we have here. This is the only one he has. It's supposed to be ultra short throw compatible. It was supposed to be out May the 26th. Oh my goodness, this is a hot mess. Nah, we ain't gonna do another video. I don't got time for this. I'm wasting enough time on this already. It's just the bottom line is, dude, this page is very unprofessional. You got stuff on here that is not even yours at the end of the day. What do we got right here about Partey? Question I'm going to ask you real quick, since you're in here ranting. What's going on with this picture? Because you claim that you did an installment in this picture. You're talking about from humble beginnings. You're not even in this image right here. Image is not even yours. At all, period. So how in the world did you go in and you get it? This is supposed to be an installment. Hold on, let me get this back for a minute. This is supposed to be an installment that you did, that you claim you did. If I blow this up, I could blow this up right now. I bet you I don't find your screen anywhere in there. This is what's coming up, buddy boy. You don't own that image. That image is not yours. That image belongs to a church. That's what it belongs to. It has nothing to do with you. Your screen is nowhere to be found in there. I bet you I won't find your screen in there if I blow this up. Let's go over to save image. I think I may have this already blown up already. Let's put this over here for a minute. I'm gonna check this over here. I'm gonna grab me another one. I'm gonna go blow this up. See, you've done this before. We busted this guy going in and taking images off Google. Did the same thing Jamie did. So let's see. Where in the world do you have a screen in here? Where? Just snatching pictures and making false claims. Show me where your screen's at. Now, we're in the place I'm doing the installments at. There's a podium right there that we sit on. Like there's a stage right there. And we have our screen right here. We don't have doors here and here. It's just one long wall all the way across. So where in the world is your screen going in at? Because if you blow it up, there's nothing there but a wall here and here. There's two doors here, so they're not going to put a screen across here because you got doors right here that's blocking the fire exit. Not going to happen. And then back here, if you look at it on the stage, you'll see two flags here, and you'll see an arrangement of flowers here. There's the podium for the preacher. So there's no screen going behind here. If you look up here, these right here are windows. That's a window, that's a window, that's a window. These are speakers on each side here and here, and this is all soundproofing right here and here. This auditorium goes into a bit of a curve, has a curve to it. If you look at the lights from the top, they have a curve to it. So there's no way in the world you're going to set a projection screen here and they can drop it down, because if they drop it down, it's going to land about right there, which means these people here can't see it, and these people here are going to be too close. That's not happening. They're not going to put it over here and not going to put it over here, because then it becomes an instant neck breaker. To anyone looking this way, you're going to have to constantly turn your head to look this way and look at the preacher at the same time. Not going to happen. You're not in this at all, period. You're not even in this at all. So you took this image, put it onto your site, and then posted at the bottom, Partay's Gymnasium Life Center install, and you're nowhere in there at all, period. And they got a nerve to put in, founded in March 17 from humble beginnings. That does not look like humble beginnings for me. That looks like actually lying to your customers right from the door. Don't get mad about that. Look, it's you at the end of the day. You can't get upset about that, all right? That you're not in there at all. 17? Are you kidding me? You know how far my videos go back? I'm like 2010. I said I've been here longer than you have, man. 17. You were founded in 2017. Yeah, 2010, buddy. Probably 09, probably somewhere in that area we came out. But anyway, yeah, you're not in here anywhere. This is an image you stole off of Google and you stuck it on your page and you titled it that this is a gymnasium that it installed. Stop lying. Gee whiz. You remind me of one of those kids when I was growing up with who claimed they had everything. They had the Nintendo, they had the Sega, they had this, they had that, they had everything. This lie. You're probably one of those kids at the end of the day, I guarantee you. But this, why did you think you were going to get away with this? What crossed your brain pattern? The one brain pattern, and the one single brain cell you probably have right now. Not to be rude, but it's true. Who's stupid enough to do this? Think about Partay. Danny. Your name is not Partay. Danny. Think about it. Come on now. You talking about I'm not professional? Look at this mess. I mean, it's funny. When I come out here and I put you guys on blast, excuse me, and I come in here with the evidence to back up everything that I say, I'm not the professional one. But it's interesting when you guys are basically having house paint matching your products, when you have Google images that you're stealing, when you're basically posting pornography on your website because you're mad at me. I don't know how that works at the end of the day. And you're sending us emails with curse words in it, and you're canceling orders that have all kinds of nasty comments on it. We're not the ones that are professional? Are you kidding me? No, we're the ones outing you because you guys are not professional, and this is what upsets you. You put it up here. What are you so mad about? Did you not do this? Did you not put this up here? Did anyone come up to you and put a gun to your head and say, hey, look, I'm Danny, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take this fake image right here off of Google, stick it on your website, and claim it. Did anyone do that to you? No. You did that from your own free will, because you do sneaky stuff like this on a regular basis. And this right here screams, do not buy from me, because I am a fake and I steal images off of YouTube and of Google, and I claim them to be installments that I have never did. That's what that says. If you have to lie about doing an installment, that clearly shows that your product does not do as it claims to do, and it's not hyped up as it's supposed to be. All right, do me one better. How about you go back to that establishment? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put you on blast. You know it's coming. You should just keep your mouth shut. How about you go back to this establishment right here I want you to walk into this establishment, like we walk in an establishment with cameras, live stream. Walk in there and show that you got an installment in there. Come on, man. Don't get mad at it. I want to see it. Walk in there and show it. You did it. You said you did the installment. If you did an installment in there, anybody would be happy to have you come back. If they're satisfied with the product, they're more than welcome to have you come back and show off your work. How about you show us the work right here? Go to this establishment, wherever it's at, and show us. Walk in there and show us. Look how quiet it got. Now he's all quiet. He's all quiet. Can't go in there because it doesn't exist. That's why. It doesn't exist. Danny, doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Just stop it. Just stop it. It doesn't exist. You can't go in there. You can't show us the installment because it doesn't exist. You're not in there at all, period. This is all fake. How desperate do you have to be to fake this? This is fake. Yeah. Okay, sure. Stop crying. Somebody cries. So many tears. You want some tissue or something? You're not in here. That's all to it. All right. You can't show me the difference between a range gain. You painted the screen and you never said it was an 8. You never said it was an 8.5. You never said that. You sat there and said that the customer can get another gain by painting with the same paint, a different gain. You didn't display that at all, period. And then Solid Weight 5 came out with a completely different screen. Here's a laugh emoji. Laugh emojis they do when they get nervous. We notice that. Jamie does that. Danny does that when they get really nervous. They do a lot of laugh emojis. Let's show you. All right. So this is the application right here, right? This is the paint application. Sorry, the premium paints right here. This is the premium paints. Let's see. This is the one he has right here that he bought right here. All right. So you can see this. All right. I back up everything I say. Unless you're gonna run over there to Solid Weight 5 and ask them to delete the video for you, that's not gonna look good. I wouldn't do that. So let's look up on here, because we still can't get Jamie to do the whatchamacallit. So let's see, what paints do you have, Jamie? We're gonna call these paints your paint. This is off topic, different topic here. So Jamie's product, Jamie's afraid of the microblend. He's terrified of it. We're going to go over to Home Depot and we're just going to pick up a gray paint. We're going to pick up a gray paint. And we're going to name it after your products. Just like we gave you permission to make ours. I got no problem with that because I gave you permission, but you couldn't make it. We blew that stuff out of the water and moved on. Now, we're going to show you and see if you can back it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Glidden. I think this is all I need. And we're going to name it after your products and see if you can basically go on camera and back it up, which you can't do. Because again, you're matched. But let's get back to this whole Solid Weight 5 thing. I'm going to show you something real quick. I wonder if he's going to remove this video. This video is still there. So what we're going to look out, we know Jamie didn't do the micro blend. So let's see. Let's look for, let's see. We need we're going to do a partake. Let's put a partake there. That's going to pop out. Alright, and AV customer review. We got to put the PSPs up there too, because that's his paint. PSP. It's funny how when he was mentioning your product, he didn't want to mention the word PSP because it literally sounds like the PlayStation Portable. Okay, Partays AV PSP customer review. Now, Danny, do you remember this video right here? This is a video that they shot about your product. Do you remember this one right here? This is a customer said that your product came out looking disgusting. Do you remember this? Yeah, this is a guy who ripped off. That the color came washed out, it came out faded. Look at that, it just completely faded to the light right there. You guys are launching this stuff and you're not testing this stuff at all, period. Come on, man. You got to do better than that. That's awful. That's absolutely awful. Look at that. Let me just check. Look at it. Look how washed out the image is. Yeah, I've been doing a good job from humble beginnings. I'll tell you that much. All right, let's go find this review. I wonder if it's still there or they removed it. I'm not sure. Who knows? They could have removed the video. And I got a habit of deleting stuff. Solid 5 definitely has a habit of deleting stuff. Let's see if we can find this video, find this review. See this guy, gentlemen? Gentlemen, these are all your cancel orders. When we place orders through your website to have your products come over for testing, that's all your canceled receipts sitting there right on my table. That's how many times you canceled and put money back into my account because you couldn't back your products up. When you come on here and you talk trash, remember, I have all those receipts on file. These are receipts that we paid for your items to bring them over for testing, and you canceled the orders and put the money back in the account. Silent Wake 5, you would be the most embarrassment of returns. He returned our money so fast that we used the same $160 to pay for all the items. I'm not seeing this video. Where's this video at? Let's see, I put down customer review. Let's see, we're not getting anything here at all. At least you had one person that popped up that was Silent Wake 5, but we're not finding anything. Partes, AV, PSP. Let's put down screen paints. See if that brings up anything. Where's the video at, gentlemen? I can't find it. It's supposed to pop up. When we do a customer review, we put down right here. See at the top we typed in. Parte AVs, PSP, screen paint, customer review. Now this is pretty bad because we can't even find one customer. Can't find anything. And it's interesting because you're calling my company a scammer. Do you know what the BSE stands for? It's abbreviation for Black Series Edition. That's what it stands for. It's an abbreviation. But you're calling me a scammer at the end of the day, but yet I'm popping up in locations and my technology works perfectly fine. Where are your locations? Oh, you faked the location. That's what you did. You never did the install there. I can go back to any one of those places, walk through in a live stream, and show our installs. What about you? You can't walk through there because they don't know who you are because you were never there to begin with. See? So let's go over here and I'm trying to find a customer. I can't find Silent Wake 5's video. I'm looking for it. All right, I have to go through his account then. See right here? These are my installs in here, doing test installs so we can figure out exactly what size screen, where we're going to put the projector at. This is me, not you. Oh, and let me bring up the PSP system because your screen paint literally sounds like the PSP game system. Like literally pops up on that. But this is me walking through doing the installments, not you, because you faked that demonstration. But you wouldn't mind going back there and walking through that establishment and showing us something, would you? I didn't think so. I still can't find it. I can't find this video. It's not here. Let me see. Let me see. Customer review. I think you removed the video. I'm pretty sure you removed it. It's not there. Where's the video at? We'll go to the account. We'll go to his account and see if we can find it. Silent Wake 5. Special and completely different. We got to find that video. It's on there. I know it's on there. It's got to be in there. We can't find it. We put down. This is how we found the video. Parte AVs, PSP, screen paint. Okay, let's do it this way instead. We need to find. Let's take the actual paint that he did the review on. Let's see if we can track this down. Maybe we can track it down to here. Because it's not popping up, man. What did you do with the video? Where's it at? Let's take this out. Let's put this in here real quick. Maybe it'll pop up in here. We'll have it here. Ah! We found it. There it is right there. Alright, perfect. Don't get mad. Calm down, Solly. Well, I don't know who's in the video talking, but come on, let's go have a look at this. Okay, so basically, hold on. This is the product right here. It's supposed to be dark gray. This is what we have right here. This is what he sold them, right? This is dark gray. PSP dark gray. Literally, people are going to think you're selling the game system. I mean, a lot of you know. All right, so it's supposed to be a dark gray paint, right? So let's go have a look at this. You can't even get the color right. All right, so as he's staring it around, right? Let's show me first pops the top right there. That's the color it's supposed to be. You said dark gray, right? We all know our colors. That's dark gray, right? Now see how he stirs this around? It's like soup. Two problems you're going to have with this. If you're painting this to a wall because it's so thin, you're going to have splatter effect like crazy. This stuff is going to be spraying off the roller on your face, your clothes, and on your walls. You're going to have to tape up your entire area like a crime scene because that's going to spit all over the place. Another problem you're going to have, a paint cannon. This stuff is going to go through paint cannon. Have you ever heard the term like cream corn through a goose? You ever heard that term before? That's what it's going to be like. You squeeze that trigger, whoop, that stuff's going to go through so quick, you're not even going to have enough basically left over. It's going to be a bit of a headache. Mind you, Danny, we're talking about people that are doing this for the first time are going to have issues with this product. And then with it being so thin, it's not going to be able to mask any imperfections in the surface, which means you're going to have to sand the surface down till it's perfectly flat in order to use this, because any imperfections are going to push through. But let's look at this. See how he's stirring this around? You see those swirls of black? That means whatever he has in this is sinking directly to the bottom. Now that's the color it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be dark gray, right? Now when he pulls out the, a lot of time in there staring, that's a lot of time staring. Look at it, and it's still gray. That's another disturbing issue. If it's supposed to be this color, he spent that much time staring this around, and it's still the color of gray. Yeah, that matches, but your screen didn't come out that color at all, period. And you know, it's funny, he never painted it down in the demonstration at all. Not one time. He didn't paint anything down. All right, so let's go to the paint down demonstration. Let's go here. Let's go have a look at the paint down demonstration. It was in live, right? It was in live. So let's have a look at this. All right, here we go. Now, look at the color of the product right now. This is the product, not even painted. Nothing's open, not even painted. It comes out exactly the same color before he painted it. And he shook it up pretty good. So look, this is him shaking it up. So you mean to tell me you sat there and stirred that paint and it still came up gray? And he's sitting there shaking it right here, and it still came up gray. How does that even work? You guys got to go to the gym. I mean, literally got to. I'm not trying to be rude here, but you guys really need to go to the gym. That right there, come on, man. Oh, my goodness. I gotta go to the gym, literally. I got lung disease, man. At the end of the day, man, my physique's better than you guys. In the day, you gotta go. Look at this, man. I'm not trying to be rude here because I started working out like crazy, and I got my freaking shoulders and everything all back in and everything. And you gotta kidding me? I got freaking lung disease, and I got myself in shape like in 6 months. All right, let's get back. Sorry, people, that was wrong. That was not professional. I do admit that. I do admit that. That was not professional. All right. Now look at the color of it. That is not the color that he displayed when he popped the top. It's not the same color. It's going to be a different color. And when this dries, this is going to dry light. Now, mind you, he has a fan over here because you can see the white cord over here. His screen's probably like a 3x4. And again, he came out and said the screen was still wet. How is it still wet when he dried the screen that was 4x7 in 9 minutes? Another big mistake, you don't ever paint a screen this way. This is the dumbest thing you could do. You know why he chose this little sheet right here? Because it would have been a headache to paint the screen this way. And you saw when Partey was painting the screen, he had to hold the roller handle in his hand, and he had to tilt over the screen, because again, you don't paint screens this way. You paint them this way because the screen in length is going to be much longer. So if this screen was the size of the screen I have in the next room, which is quite huge, it's over 13 feet wide, there's no way in the world you're painting that screen flat to the ground this way. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a headache. Look at the rollers. And the rollers always tell the truth. The roller is not even the same color. Look, it's not even the paint pan. Look at the paint pan. The paint pan. None of this is the same color that he put when he popped the top. It's a different color. All right, so he gets on here. He's talking. Still talking. Now he comes back to the screen. That thing should have been dry by now. Now, I'm gonna get these off real quick. Pull these off for a minute. My speaker's on. Take the background music out quick. Let's go over to here. Let's take this out. I want to hear this crystal clear. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Now, we don't have customers coming here because customers already know from the door that we do not answer your questions in here. We have a hot mic. Hot mic is for the people who make these products, that they can come in and explain why their products are doing this. But it never ends up this way, people. This is how it's going to end up. A lot of cursing, carrying on, emojis. This is what we usually get. Nothing professional. So when we leave a hot mic is to show you that they are not professionals at all. So you can actually see the reaction of what we're showing them. And also, too, seeing the energy that they're actually displaying every time we show in these videos clearly shows you this is something that really upsets them. Why would it upset you? You guys did this video to back your products, correct? So what's the problem there? All right, let's go over here and let's look at this right here.
Super excited to do this demonstration. Let's take a look at what we got over here. Switch this around really quickly. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to check this and see where we're at. Now, I'll bring you guys in really closely as well. Yeah, it still needs just a little bit more. I see some areas that are still just a little wet. But I'll bring you back.
That's a lie. How in the world, as thin as that product is, you got a better chance of having water dry faster than a bowl of oatmeal? You know what I mean? Oatmeal is more dense. It's going to take more time for air to get to it to make it dry. Well, water, it's going to dry just like this. So that's a very thin product being applied to a surface. And you mean to tell me that thing sat there in the timeline that you ran your mouth all that time and it didn't dry when he did it in 9 minutes on a screen that was way larger than yours? No, that screen is actually dry. That's a lie.
You guys in close so you can check it out.
Now, if you notice when he comes
so you kind of get an idea for what the stuff.
When he comes in, he avoids this area right over here. The reason why he avoids that area over there because there are strange white spots that are popping up on the screen over here. He keeps the camera away from this area right here. And then you'll notice that you'll see some little dirty spots popping up on the screen. It's also here. It's popping up. It's over here. It's popping up. But look at the color of the screen very carefully. What color does that screen look like? Does that screen look anything the color of what he did when he popped the top? No, it's two different colors. Two completely different colors. What happened to the dark gray? That doesn't look anything. I got to take a picture of this and a picture when he popped the container so I can have both of them side by side so we can post that today because that's not the same color. What happened?
You see this, some areas are still just a little bit.
See right here, and I'm going to show you something real quick. We got to break this down real slow on here. You got to see this. All right, I want you to see this. Break this down real slow right here. Just about, not there, way too close, way too far. Right there. I would say where we're at right there. Farther there.
If you see this.
Right there. Oh, missed it just by an inch. It's right there. You'll see it. Gotta go a little bit right there. You got a powder-like substance, and that's the only thing that causes that. So when you put a powder in it, like some kind of dark pigment, that's what causes that kind of spotty kind of display. That means whatever was in there didn't mix well. But the problem you have here is you're going to have that. Products will do that from time to time. They'll have products that don't mix well, and they'll have that spotty look. But your product came out a complete different color. How do you explain that nonsense? Again, he shook that can up pretty good, and it came out a complete different color. So how do you explain that? See right there? And if you want to sit there and say, "Oh no, that's from that's not from my screen. That's literally coming off your product right there." See? But the problem we have here is the fact that it came out a completely different color. This is not the same color as you described on your website. On your website, you said dark gray. When he opened up the container and he showed the knife, it was dark gray. What color is this? This looks like the exact same color of the product before he painted the screen. It looks exactly the same. What do you? I don't even know what. At the end of the day, for it to change like this, I mean, if it was poly would have gave off a gloss. It would have came off a glossy image. That would have been poly. This is probably water and something else. It's got water in it. It's definitely got water in it. But it's not the same color. Look, Danny, you can't get upset. It's not the same color. We had two different colors that are popping up here. One, when he pops the top, he's showing a dark gray. We are seeing that. When he moves the knife around, we're seeing a dark gray. We're seeing that, right? But he shook this up on camera, which means that stuff should have mixed instantly, just like that. The fact that he painted it and no results came out, but that's a bad sign. That's an extremely bad sign. And you don't even know how to troubleshoot this because you never tested the product. This is an untested product. It's like buying a video game that's halfway done. So,
areas are still just a little bit wet. You want to wait till this is completely wet. I'll bring you guys in close so you can check it out. So you kind of get an idea for what the stuff. You see, there's some areas are still just a little bit wet.
how is that a little bit wet? Dude, that's water. You literally painted water to a surface. You sat there and talked all that time, and you mean to tell me that it didn't dry in the time that you were running your mouth? It never dried being that thin? Oh, come on, man. That's dry. I can see that's dry from here.
You want to wait till this is completely dry before you do the second coat. Again, I said at the beginning that I didn't take the sticker off because I did not want to deal with the glue underneath and stuff like that. So I just left it on there. So that's not anything to do with the paint. That's the panel. I did that on purpose. That's on me. But just to be fair, look, this looks not as dark as it is in person.
Are you kidding me? You can't lie about that, man. It doesn't look anything like the color. As a matter of fact, when he shows off the final screen, when he shows the screen right here, he puts the other coat on. You put another coat on this. There's another coat one over top of this. So you put two coats on this. And it still came out the exact same color. It didn't change in any way whatsoever. There's the final color right there. It didn't change. Two coats on here didn't change. It was literally like painting with water, with ink in it. That's pretty much what it looks like. The only thing was ink wouldn't have left that spotty look to it. That would have to have been a powder to do that. But it didn't change. It didn't change at all. Look at it. Look at it here. This is the final finished product. And look at it here before he painted the screen. It's the same thing. It never even changed. You know what? I'm not going to have that discussion with you. Explain it. He didn't paint the screen here. It's exactly the same color. It didn't change. Before, after. Where do you see a change? Where? There's no change at all, period. His product did absolutely nothing at all. What did you buy? What did the customer buy at the end of the day? It's not the same color. It literally looks exactly the same way. He added 2 coats to this. He shook the product up, right? So whatever was in there to make it darker didn't mix. It didn't do anything at all, period. It looks exactly the same color as it did before he painted the screen. So what did you just pay for? $60 for what? And at that, he didn't even say what range gain he was painting in. What was the range gain he was painting in? Was this an 8? Is this a 0.8 or a 0.85? Which one is it? Or a 0.58 or whatever he had. No, 0.85. So which one did he paint in? These are the questions I'm asking these people who make these products, and we're just met with a bunch of stupidity. What gain did he paint in? Why is the screen the same color as it was when he first started? He put on 2 applications, he shook the product up thoroughly, and this is what he got. So why in the world would I spend money, $60, to paint my screen, do all that work, to turn around and have it look exactly the same way when I first started? Why? Not even the same color. Why? It's almost like he painted the screen with water. Matter of fact, Kool-Aid. Let's go with Kool-Aid. Like he painted it with Kool-Aid. At least Kool-Aid would leave a stain or something there, but nothing. There's nothing there. It's the same way. There's no change in it. Look at this. There's no change. Where's the change? That's dark gray to me. Looks like dark gray to me. Yeah, you guys are colorblind. That's what it comes down to. You guys are colorblind. You got Crow up there doing demonstrations of products matching house paint and blending in and look at exactly. And then you got this guy over here painting the screen in that came up a complete different color than what he had in the container. Oh, well, come on. You guys don't know what you're doing. Forget it. Just stop it. Just stop it. It's a joke. It's a joke. You guys are a joke. That's it. That's a joke. That is a joke. Look at this mess. Y'all guys are jokes. At the end of the day, you're jokes. Got stuff matching house paint. And then sit there on camera. Got a nerve to say that. It's 2 different colors. It's different. They don't even matter. There are 2 different screens here. No, they're both the same. You lost your freaking marbles at the end of the day, literally. This is what I'm talking about. The scammers. These guys are the biggest scammers on the face of the planet. Explain that nonsense, Jamie. You sell this on your website. Explain that. This is supposed to be two different products. They're not even supposed to be matching, right? That's what you claim, right? These are on forum sites. These pictures right here sit on forum sites right now for people to look at. We let the people judge, not sheep or brainwashed sheep. The people judge on exactly if you're saying to. I'll literally blow your stuff up and I'll stick it right there in front of our storefront and give people a contest. Hey, can you see if these are 2 different screens? You want to play with me on that level, Jamie? You really want to play with me on that level? You want some exposure? I'll give you some exposure at the end of the day. I'll stick you out there or right out there in front of a bunch of people and you can sit there and say, oh, I'll file. You can't file jack at the end of the day. You committed fraud right here. Because I can sit there and go to a judge. He sold this product to a bunch of people, convinced them that this product was something different, and it matched house paint. You'll get slammed with a lawsuit. You can't do jack. So you mean to tell me you sat on camera for God knows how long and try to convince people that these were 2 different products showing, what are 2 different products? Yes, but they're showing 2 different screens. There's a slight difference. That is pretty sad. That's why he hates his videos so much. Look, dude, I don't do this because because you send me the 11 emails and freaking it's 11 emails in 7 minutes. Oh, you're so stalky. Anyway, that doesn't bother me. He sends his creepy stuff all the time. Jamie's a creepy person. Anyway, but we do this to remind you, because for some reason you keep forgetting. You literally keep forgetting about this. I don't know what it is. Like, you act like these products are real. This is not real. Your business is not real. None of this is real. Well, this is real, but your products don't work. You gotta face that fact. They don't work at all. Period. Anyone can go to a Home Depot, Benjamin Moore, Lowe's, whatever, and they can match your stuff. We can make it. I took the name Cinemax, converted it to black technology. It sells more than your product. We sell tons of this stuff. Well, not tons of it. We sell a lot of it. We have it on installs at different sites. The reason why you got to look at the concept of this. Okay, let's look at the concept of this real quick. I can take a product named after yours and I can make it better. And I can sell it for more money. I can back it under test. I can use it to knock out certified screens. I can put it in fully lit environments. I can display it outside. You can't do any of that. The demonstrations that we do on the Black Cinemax, you can't do. You can't do any of those demonstrations. You have never displayed your Cinemax product the way we wore our Black Cinemax. You're our matching house paint. We got tons of demonstrations of us blowing out house paint left and right like it's no tomorrow. You fear these demonstrations. We welcome these demonstrations. You got their product called the Hybrid Mix, Black Series Edition Hybrid. I bet you I can sell more than you can sell at the end of the day. I can convert that into a product to, at the end of the day, that, again, people would buy from us and you. Man, you got to call that professional. We just make a better product. You don't make good products at the end of the day. And then you got Danny over here with products. At the end of the day, you're matching house paint. His product can't come out with a proper color. Gee whiz Louise, look at this mess. It's a mess. And you got this guy to basically review your product because he's a friend of yours and he figured he would do right by you. He couldn't even do right by you at the end of the day because even he had to admit that it didn't come out the same color. Before, after. Okay, I gotta get some pictures of this. I need pictures of this and I need pictures of this one because we definitely gonna be putting this on a forum site. This is definitely going on a forum site. How in the world did you paint? We're gonna call it the Houdini screen paint. Literally, that's what your product is called, Houdini. We're gonna call it Houdini. For now, I'm not even gonna call it PSP. I'm gonna call it Houdini. It's a Houdini. It's a magical paint. First of all, when he painted the screen down, what game is he painting down? You described 2 games. Never talked about it. Where's the video showing that you can paint it slightly differently? You can get another game. Nowhere to support that theory. Your product came out black or dark gray and then came out gray. And not only did it came out gray, it came out exactly the same color that before you even painted the screen. So now we nickname your product Houdini because, again, that's a magic trick right there. That's literally a magic trick. You could literally just stop making screen paint, just do magic. That to make a perfect magic show. You can go to freaking Sands Casino and dress up like an artist. That'll be your theme. And then have, a person come out and you take the paint and you shake it up. Because to this day, I don't even know how to freak it even happened. And you shake it up and say, look, see, it's black. And you shake it up and it comes out gray. Man, you can make millions of dollars off of that. That's magic paint. That's Houdini paint. Because there's no way in the world. I don't even know how you did that. How that's even possible. But it's weird. It's strange. It's crazy. It makes your product look bad. It does. It makes it look really, really bad. But how was that even possible? You shook it up. He shook it up right on camera, and it still came out gray. The exact same gray before he painted the screen. So we'll call his product from now on Houdini paint. It is what it is. You can call it, say you're not unprofessional. You just Houdini'd right on camera. How? He literally showed a different color. It came out completely different. And you could see the powders in there because he took the knife, he stirred it around. It's in there. There is something black, it's something in there to make it darker. The only difference is when you shake it up, for some reason, it just didn't paint out. That's magic paint. Yeah, that's magic paint. All right, let me see. How much time do we put into this? Oh, 10, 11. What time do we get up? It's Friday. I gotta get orders out today. I gotta get them done. I gotta be on site on Saturday. Oh, yeah. Whew, man, I'm so tired from yesterday. Anyway, let's Houdini paint, gentlemen. It is what it is. Look, gentlemen, let's sum all this up. Danny, you got stuff on your website. Definitely ain't true. We know that. Your specification sheets ain't there. No one's going to buy screen paint that's not ultra short throw compatible. Majority, most people now wearing ultra short throws. I mean, I get my buy in my house. I'm doing the majority of all ultra short throws because again, it's sitting right there in front of the screen. And when I get up, I don't try to ever have a projector or a lamp or anything hit me in the face. I'm not doing that nonsense. You know what I mean? So it's convenient. It's nice, like a TV. That's what I want. I want a TV setup. So your product not being ultra short throw, not going to work at all. And companies are not going to touch it anyway. The paint on application, yeah, that's a headache. Again, no one's painting the screen this way. It's just too much work. It's better if you paint it this way. So you're going to have to change that in your instructions because that's not going to work. You didn't calculate the fact that you're painting the screen 4x7, but if you're painting the screen size that is 250 inches, that's not going to work. Do you know how big a 250-inch screen is? I painted a couple of those. That's a pretty big screen. That's a lot of work to paint it from one end. Yeah, it's a headache. It's a freaking headache. The way your painting process is nutty. And then on top of that, even worse, you got screen paints that are not coming out that color. That's even worse. That's terrifying for a customer. I mean, he or she is going to have to worry about if the color is going to come out as it says it does, because you didn't have a stranger painting your screen in. You had somebody you knew and trusted. That's what makes it even more scarier. And the fact that you trusted him to paint this screen in, thinking all was going to go well, that he was going to give you good brownie points either way. If your product failed or did well, that's why you chose him. Anybody else would have been upfront and honest. But even he had to sit there and say it because he couldn't get around it on camera. If he could, he would have lied, but he couldn't get around it. And that's why he clearly stated, it's not the color. And it's not the color. We can all see that. So, how would you troubleshoot this? You can't troubleshoot it. You don't even know how it even happened because you never did the test. If you were mixing this stuff and making it, and say you painted the screen down, and say it had that reaction, that gives you enough time to go back and go, okay, I see, whatever I added in caused that chain reaction, so we don't add that in there anymore, and that's what caused the reaction. You have some kind of information on how and why it happened. But because you were so fast to rush your products, talk a lot of trash, and not test them properly, this is the cause and effect. No one's going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Now, the reason why the videos are not deleted, because you can't delete them. If you delete these videos, they disappear off this account. This is going to make you look extremely bad, so you can never get rid of these videos. You don't want to end up like Jamie. Jamie deleted a lot of videos off his account, and it came back to bite him in the face. You don't want that. So just keep these here and make sure they stay there for everyone to watch forever. Whatever. Gee whiz. We got two different colors on the Houdini paint. Now, I got to do a short video on the Houdini paint. Jamie, we're done with you. We're finished. You're probably crying and whining, biting your bottom lip, screaming into a pillow. You know, the usual stuff that you do. How about you do us all a big favor? Go out to Home Depot right now. Go buy a whole bunch of these gray paints, these beautiful gray paints, and put them all against your products. You got a Home Depot right close from you. We just saw you walk out of one, right? How about you grab some of these gray paints they got over here and put these against your products? That'd be interesting. I think we'd all would love to see this. We'd like to see you make another visit to Home Depot and buy some of these great products. Oh, you like Dynasty, right? How would you use Dynasty? I don't use it at all. We use Dynasty all the time. But just do that. Just do that today. Go out and do some demonstrations. You show people that your product's not matching house paint. And, yeah. Well, ain't never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I just put it out there. All right, Danny's, whatever this is, dark gray. No, not happening. It's not dark gray. All right, we got a PSP Houdini paint. Can we get a magic show in here? A magic picture? I need a picture of magic. Magic. There was a horror movie called Magic too a long time ago. I remember that too. It was about a puppet that came to life. Yeah, a creepy puppet. There we go. This is perfect thumbnail we're going to use to do that short video. I need really quick because I don't need to put a lot of talking. We're just going to show, unless you're going to delete videos, we advise you not to delete any videos when we come back in. Because I'm going to go out for a little bit today. I'm going to go check for the day. Taking a day off. I still got to take packages up, but still. All right, so right here, this is going to be your thumbnail. Because your product is magic. It is. It's absolute magic. I've never seen anything like that. I've been in business for a long time. I've never seen anybody shake up a container and it still come out a different color. It's magic paint. So what color would you call it now? Because you can't call it dark gray. What would you call it? Could you call it, I don't know, what would you call it? Like, what name would you call it? Like, it's two different colors. Like, what would you call it? Well, no, you can't put that there either because it doesn't have. You can put down dark gray. Just put a huge, massive question mark next to it because that's pretty much what the customer's going to be doing. Like, what the freak? Like, wait a minute. Wait. Look at that container. What color did it say? Did I get the right color? Can you imagine you go into Home Depot and you buy blue paint, right? You buy blue paint to paint like a nursery or whatever you're going to be doing at the end of the day. And you paint it on, and it comes up a complete different color. That would basically blow your mind, wouldn't it, at the end of the day? You're like, wait a minute, wait. We bought blue paint, right? Give me the receipt. What's there? Oh, yeah, it says right here. Baby blue. That's what we bought. What the freak? Why do we got green on the wall? How is that even possible? That doesn't even make it. You're going to mess someone's head up at the end of the day. Your customers don't be, well, if you have any customers, they're going to be sitting back scratching their heads like, what? No, because that's what I was doing when I was looking at it. I can see when he was staring the knife around in it, he still would have mixed better with them. It still would have mixed either way. It just didn't mix. It's like everything sat at the bottom like it was clay. But he shook it up on camera really, really good. And I'm pretty sure they had that conversation. Like, did you shake it up? Did you shake it up? I guarantee that's the argument they probably had back and forth. Did you shake it up? And he's like, I did shake it. You see I shook it up right on camera. It still came out the same color. Like, what's wrong with your body? I'm guaranteed they had that discussion. They literally probably had an argument about it. He said, well, I trusted you. Because that's why I came to you. I trusted you. Yeah, because he would have been biased. He would have been biased on anything that would have popped up. That's why. I guarantee an argument broke out on this. Because that came out bad. That demonstration came out really bad. It came out a completely different color. So let's come back in, short video. I don't want to spend all day on this crap. I have things to do. I got to get my computer ready. I got to process orders. We got paper in here in the printer. Paper in the printer. Get some paper for the printer. I got to be at Target today to pick up some stuff. Different color. Came out a complete different color. It's like you're going out and buying yourself a 4K P2 projector and get it home and find out it's 720p. Like, what the? Wait a minute. That's just 4K, right? That's 4K? It's displaying 720p only. What the heck is going on with that? Yeah, that's magic paint. That paint is magic. Dude, I would just say, look, you're in the wrong career. Whatever you did in that can, I don't know what in the world you mixed in that stuff, but you literally could start a magic show with this. You can call yourself the, I don't know, I can't think of a name for it. But anyway, you can come on stage and do this whole magic display, and you can figure out how to do this like in different colors or whatever. They change the different colors. That'd be pretty cool. I would actually pay to go watch that. I would literally pay to go watch that. I would. That'd be pretty cool. You shake the can up, go dun, 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 dun. Was that the circus thing? I think that's the circus, yeah. And you shake it up and you just show where it starts and you splash on the screen, it comes up a different color. Oh man, I'm telling you, that's freaking crazy. Because you got everybody in my forum site scratching their head like, what the freak just happened there? Different complete color. Home theater, bad. Magic show, good. I'm telling you, I'd pay to go see that. That'd be pretty cool. If you can figure out how to make that in different colors, where it starts with one color and changes completely different, like, you know, if you have it like in a red and it changes to a green, oh, that'd be freaking cool. And then you can tell it's not chameleon, because if it's chameleon, if you move from left to right, chameleon changes colors, and this doesn't change colors. That'd be freaking cool. It wouldn't work at home theater, but still, to work at a magic show, it'd be pretty cool. Come out there with one of them French berets and everything, the whole artist outfit and everything. I'm not busting on the guy. I'm just saying it's just not for home theater. It would be better if he had a magic show. Because again, if I saw something like that, I'd be like, what the freak? How the heck did he do that? Which I'm thinking about right now. Like, what did you put in there to do that? Because it's not good for home theater. If you're going to have a screen that's going to be designed to pull heavy contrast and beautiful colors, it doesn't help if the screen basically does not complete the task of pulling out the contrast levels, which is needed. Just bought a great screen, literally just bought one. All right, let's come back in. Let's talk about this real quick. It's gonna be fast and quick. I need pictures real quick before I come on here. Let me make sure I got them on here so I can get my pictures for this. Because this is just, I gotta put this on my Facebook page. This is just baffling on so many levels whatsoever. On how in the world they started the screen gray, they showed it up, they painted it twice, and it still came out gray. Yeah, that's funny. That's real funny. You guys wanted to use long speeches when you were doing this. I'm like, yeah, it's a good product, it's good quality. Lesson to use SolidWorks 5 when you do dumb stuff on a daily basis. Next time, know the product before you do it. To me, that looks like a complete fail. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a great Houdini is going to baffle you. He's going to control you. He is going to blow your mind. Watch him take an ordinary can of paint that looks dark gray and convert it into gray. It doesn't even change. It's still the same. It's absolutely incredible. Da 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 da. Yeah, literally, that's where you're at. Yes, circus paint. Oh, better. That's a better one. It's literally circus paint. It is. You couldn't even complete a color correctly. How did you do that? You know, I'm baffled over it. I've seen people like, okay, game may not pop up, color, contrast, whatever, but the color is completely different. It's the same way as he painted. Nothing changed. Oh, I got an amazing idea. Okay, so you know how they come on with the top hat? You can have a can of paint with the top pulled out and just have your name on the top of it, you know what I mean, on the front. That'd be cool. You know, they wear the top hat, the magic hat. Yours can actually be a can of paint. That'd be hot. I'm not doing it to be deranged. I mean, you're literally, it's comical. It's just how did you do this? It's literally the same thing. All right, I gotta get I gotta get pictures. I gotta go. Thank you all. God bless. I gotta get pictures on this. That is the most hilarious